Hi, everyone. Thanks again for joining us for another episode of the Daily BizLink. Jane Cebrynski is joining us, and today we're talking about becoming a champion for your own well-being. So, Jane, thanks for being here.
Good morning, Lindsay. Thank you so much for having me. I can't believe we got some rain this morning. We needed it so bad.
We definitely did.
I just loved, laying there listening to the sound of the rain. And I thought, is that rain I'm hearing? We haven't heard it in a long time.
Yeah, it was so relaxing to wake up to this morning.
Oh my gosh. And it's so good for our well-being, actually. So it fits perfectly into our topic. But before we get started, give me a 10 moment.
My 10 moment. So I took a very low stat item and made it a 10 moment for me because I ran into some computer issues this week, which was a very low stat. Of course, everyone, that gives a lot of people a headache. And I lost some of my files, which were a lot of my design files. Well, anyways, rather than letting that consume my entire week, I looked at it as an opportunity for growth. And now this is helping me to create some new templates and some new formatting. So some of our A to Z BizLink stuff moving forward may look a little bit different, but I think that's kind of a good thing.
That is a good thing. Sometimes we get forced to make changes that we don't particularly like in the moment, but they end up being really good for us. So I love that. Well, I wanted to spend a few minutes just sharing with your audience and talking a little bit about becoming a champion for your well-being. And we are launching a course starting in January for business professionals like yourself. We're taking sports, business, and life and combining it together to develop some winning strategies for becoming a champion in well-being in over 10 intelligences. And I had an opportunity to dive deep into this over COVID, over the summer. And I think what's super powerful about it is we often don't think about well-being in such breadth and depth sometimes. And we often focus on maybe just more of like the physical health and nutrition type of well-being, but there are so many more intelligences regarding well-being that we can really explore and expand on.
I think it's great that you guys are doing this just because I think well-being is top of mind for organizations and for everybody on a personal level. And let's be honest, as we enter 2021, everybody has those New Year's resolutions saying, oh, I'm going to be so much better this year. So I think this comes at a great time, and that will help, businesses to look at their entire employee experience, both personally and professionally, but then also can help those that are feeling a little bit lost on the personal side.
Absolutely. And the thing is that we know that we are really shifting from that left brain focus on data analysis and numbers to more of the right brain, compassion, creativity. And so we're really, especially in the workforce, and it's really becoming about whole being. And this course, we touch on leadership intelligence, economic intelligence, love intelligence, which I know can be, pretty scary for people, but I think we need to address it. And we also talk about from a joy component and really understanding ourselves better so that we know what we are bringing, not only to our families and our friends, but, to our organizations as well. So it's going to be a 10-week deep dive. You can either do it for 10 weeks, or you can do it 1 week a month for 10 months and really just focus on one intelligence at a time. So I'd love for people to come and join my team. And if I can share the website, it's www.championwellbeing.com.
All right. Something definitely worth looking into. I like to equate it to, well, right now I'm taking tennis lessons. So that's where I immediately go. Before I started tennis lessons, oh my goodness, you guys, I was not very good. I did not know the fundamentals, but I'm athletic. I probably could have figured it out on my own. However, bringing in different experts or having that additional guidance, I think can go a long way. And so that way you get the fundamentals in place before you start moving forward. And I think this program could be something very similar. So Jane, very excited that you guys are offering this to the business community and for individuals.
Yeah, and so what's going to be really cool is we're going to have a diverse group of people that can really bring their experiences and their intelligence into the conversation and get coached up and really become a champion in well-being, because each one of our lives matter.
Well, Jane, this sounds like a great program. However, on this Daily BizLink, we always talk about a challenge for the week. So I know we shared a little bit about this specific program, but is there something you would challenge our listeners to think about or to do over the course of the next week?
Yeah, I would think about, your own personal well-being and really, give yourself the opportunity to think about how do I want to go into 2021? I mean, we've talked about define December, and I think that this fits perfectly into it. So I challenge everyone to look at their well-being and figure out, okay, what's one area, if nothing else, that I could work on and focus to improve my intelligence in that area.
Awesome. Well, Jane, for those that want to learn a little bit more or want to get in contact with you, what's the best way to do it?
So you can reach me at jane@pattersonsportsventures.com or Jane at Life Training Academy. Check out championwellbeing.com.
Awesome. Jane, thanks for being here today.
Thanks, Lindsay.